Hey, AfterBuzzers, we're going to get into American Crime Season 3, Episode 7, and we have our honorary guest. We love having her, so stick around and hang out with us.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This version is way from creation.
That's your song. You gotta sing it now.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna sing it. Just the beginning.
I like
watch out.
this.
Hey, right? Very islandish. Here we go.
Mami, hoy quiero tener tu cuerpo porque te encontré en un sueño y no quiero despertar.
Get into it. Look, we gonna have a party up in here.
Oh my God.
So much went on today, so let's do
good.
celebrate. Let's
Yeah.
celebrate some happiness,
Yes.
some
Yes.
life. Let's celebrate
Good
your
idea.
performance.
Thank
Good
you.
idea.
I mean,
Thank you so much.
you have me
Thank you
tearing
so
up.
much.
Now, you know, usually Regina have me tearing up all the time, just her sadness. But
Yeah.
you come out the gate killing it. I
It's
was
the
like,
stairs.
Emmy
I
nomination.
tweeted
the
about it, right?
stairs.
It's the
Right.
Can we get an
stairs.
Emmy nomination? I mean, come on.
I would like to thank the Academy.
She has a speech ready.
I want to see that stare though. Can you give us
Wait,
to,
hold on.
give it
I'll
to us
go.
one time? Right
Yes,
there.
yes,
Right there?
yes. See how that's acting.
That tells you everything.
That's acting.
That tells you everything.
Okay. Oh, you're scary. Hey,
She's really giving it to us too.
Okay. We cut.
Hey, cut.
What's up, AfterBuzzers?
I know. I see it.
This is Erica
serious.
Jaye Green, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 7 of American Crime. Phenomenal series. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited to talk about tonight's episode because
Last
I
night.
was so in it. I've been really in it these last 2 episodes, just
Right.
like immersed in everything going on, and it's a lot
It's a
going
lot,
on.
yeah.
Like look at all my notes. This is a lot. This is a lot. So I'm Erica Jaye Green. You can find me on all social media, Erica Jaye Green. And to my
So excited.
I am.
No, me too, definitely. You guys, I'm Joshua Johnson. You can find me all over social media
Don't do
at JJ the Talented. Unfortunately, I gotta say this because I tweeted about it a lot.
Oh,
Me
yeah,
too,
you
me
got
too.
to.
I gotta say it because like Kirk was supposed to be here,
But he will
the
be.
writer, but he will be episode 8.
The season finale.
Season
Yeah.
finale. He'll be back. He'll be in studio.
Kirk Moore.
Geek Out
Hi,
is back.
Kirk.
Moore was supposed to be here tonight. Unfortunately,
He's
doing
making that
Hollywood
money.
stuff.
He making that
he's
work.
out there
Yeah,
Yeah,
doing
he
that
that
work.
working. He
Making it
working,
happen.
y'all. He working.
So if you're tuning in just for him, tune in next week, okay? Because he'll be back. You'll be back.
Yes, but wait, does
Our
it make
guest.
it look like I'm not working because I'm always here?
No. You're working.
This is work.
This is work.
This
You're
is
promoting the
work.
series,
We're trying
and
to
we're
get that
promoting
Emmy.
you because we're behind
Thank you.
For sure.
What social media?
Yes, so I'm Mickaëlle. Oh, did you do yours? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Mickaëlle X Bizet. You can find me at The French Black Girl on Instagram, and then from there you'll find everything.
She's
And
really
we'll-
French and she's really black.
Yes, I am.
We'll definitely be checking out for anything you have coming up because I'm
Yeah.
a fan.
Thank
I'm
you.
such a fan. You killed it. You've been
Thank
killing
you.
it, but tonight I was just like,
I know.
is there justice?
And I told Kirk when I got that episode, I was like, dude, this is the episode of the season. He was like, really? I'm like,
and you're gonna be back to
Yeah,
talk
there
with
we
him
go.
next week
Next
Yeah,
with
week, you'll be
us
back.
I'll
because
come
I
back.
really want to have y'all together talking about how he wrote this episode and what that was like once you got this material. 'Cause,
yeah.
wow.
Once I got it, I was like, this is a dream come true for an actress.
Yeah.
This is it. You know.
With that being said, we're going to start off talking about your character, Gabriella. That's what the whole...
Gabrielle.
Yeah,
Say the
Gabrielle.
last name for us.
Durand. Gabrielle Durand. Durand.
She said it wrong. Claire said it
Yeah,
wrong.
Claire said Durand.
Durand.
You know, that's American.
She's going all the way.
That's how we do.
Durand.
But the episode starts off with you in the kitchen and you take some butter and you're attending to your wounds. And right there, I knew this woman is not hurting herself. There is no way someone can
You knew?
self-inflict. In my head now, I could be wrong. This is just my interpretation
Yeah.
of looking at that scene.
Right.
Just those type of inflictions to yourself, those wounds. I was like, there's no way. They were so deep and so.
It looked like burns
To
this
me,
time. It looked like
that's-
he had been burned.
Yeah,
I'm not
remember
even
the
sure.
kettle? It could be that.
Yeah, that blue kettle. I told you that kettle, the way
don't do that.
panned it on that kettle.
She knows, and she's like, it could be that.
But you know what, though? It's, and I wish Kirk was here. I'm going to ask him next week. Like,
I'm so excited. He was
why do we not get any indication of what's happening with that? Because they keep showing us the results of whatever's happening, but they're not giving us anything else. And we're just kind of left to just kind of wonder all over the place and speculate. But they're not giving us anything yet. So I'm hoping they tie it together in this last episode for sure. And I have a feeling that they might, because I still tend to believe that I can't say one way or the other, whether it's herself or whether it's someone else inflicting these wounds.
JJ, I'm
what about the husband? You guys are done with him?
No. We're gonna get to him. We're definitely gonna get to him because I have my my thoughts beyond suspicions about him. I'm about done with this one. We gonna I'm gonna hold him, and you gonna take your No, but seriously, I was blown away about they're foreshadowing things without telling us, and I kind of like when they sat down with the police officers, I kind of saw something between the exchange between Nicholas and Claire that made me think Claire is not abusing her. I feel like it's Nicholas. I feel like because between that scene, and I know we're kind of like jumping ahead, but I want to talk about your character and everything going on with your character. The way you protected, the way you guarded little Nikki. And when he came towards Nikki, made me think this man has been abusive. You've seen the abuse. Obviously, little Nikki, he's kind of been quiet, and children do go into like a kind of a quiet mode whenever things are going on in the household.
Hit Gabrielle.
So Nikki could have gotten that from his dad.
Exactly. Well, there's a lot of indications that I'm seeing that's like definitely there's something going on. And then what really struck me was, like I said, when they had the conversation with the police officer, the look he gave Claire, like he was kind of like, she been hurting herself? Oh, that's what you said? Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
I didn't pick up on that.
I definitely did. But to me, I'm not sure if Claire knows and she's hiding it for her husband, because you have that kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah, she's covering up.
Domestic situations, whenever a woman is getting battered, they cover it up for the husband. They constantly doing that. And I see Claire trying to salvage whatever. I don't even know why she's trying to salvage this relationship, because as far as I can see, it's done. But what are y'all?
A few people on Twitter actually talking about maybe the little boy. I'm like, I don't even see that. Do you guys see that? That Nikki would be hurting me?
No.
Oh, I mean, scratching maybe, but not those kind of wounds.
No, the reason why I don't think it's Nikki is because I feel like your character stopped before she left. She was like, I'm getting out of here.
Right.
This is
and
enough.
You were protecting Nikki.
Yeah, exactly. And you were going through a lot of links to get your passport out, which we knew that was going to come back full circle with her taking your passport.
Are you? I wonder. This has gone through my head while watching the episode, or the last couple of episodes. Are you eating? Like, are they feeding you? Are they depriving you of food? I wonder. Because one time you went into the kitchen, and I thought it was to get some food.
They're starving you.
I'm thinking are they? Because you hear stories in the real world in the news about domestic workers being deprived.
It's a real thing.
Passports, food, anything. You can't
mean,
say much.
I could say for this one, they're not starving me. Obviously they're not taking really good care of me, of Gabriella.
Obviously,
I'm still not.
But like Tim Hutton, like I have to remind myself literally, like this is not him, this is not him, this is not him, because
it's chilling.
It's so weird when I look at Nicholas Coates and I'm like, I have to remind myself that Tim Hutton is a really, really nice guy, really nice guy. And when I'm like able to do that, the two people are so different. It's ridiculous. And he's so good at being like an a-hole,
really
Gosh,
he's really good.
I mean, you remember last season you said it on the on our panel a couple of times, and we were like always getting on him because he was such a little punk.
He was the coach.
I mean, he was so cute, adorable little punk, but kept getting run over. Now this season's like,
he's not playing.
He's popping collars.
And then the way he sometimes he uses his presence and
to intimidate. You see in the bedroom something that I had noticed before when I watched the episode before, in the bedroom when they have the argument and he comes towards her I'm like, oh my God, is he gonna hit her? And then she goes like this. And when he was like, you don't get to F with me, Claire.
Right.
You don't F with me. I was like,
that was
show us something. Show us something, because we keep like speculating. Show us something.
Right.
Exactly. And that's another thing that makes me think Claire is covering up for things that her husband's doing, because the way she stood her ground to him was like, oh, I know you're not going to hit me because I know stuff about you.
Right.
I know things that
or
are
you
like
know
she's
where
not
I
the
could
one.
go.
Exactly.
Don't go too far. You don't
Yeah.
get to F with me, because you know if you do, you know what's going to happen.
Exactly. No, and Nicholas's character, I just keep making the comparison from this season to last season, but I just love how American Crime does that with each season. So I can't wait to see next season now.
Oh
to
my
see
God.
what his character is going to evolve to next season. So since we're still talking about Nicholas
one quick
and
statement,
Claire.
though, I think because Claire does get kind of mouthy. I don't know how else to put it,
Yeah,
but
she
just
gets
kind of she stands up to
Yeah.
him. I don't think she's the one that's getting the abuse. I'm starting to not think that.
That's abusing Gabriella?
No, I don't think that she's the one that Nicholas is abusing.
No,
Okay.
I don't personally feel that. Maybe we're missing something, but yeah, no, that's the exact same thing I was saying. But I do think she is covering up abuse
him
that's going
abusing.
on in the house.
house.
And even if he's ever touched the child, she had that moment where she was in there with little Nikki before she had the confrontation with Nicholas. And I don't even know what's going on through it. Like, even though if I read some things that the son's not his, it was
Well, she said that though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but it's a child. What
Right.
would behoove you to be so nasty and so
Towards
ugly
a
to a
kid.
child? I know you have a lot going on because you messed up your business, and he's trying to put the blame on Claire and stuff like that. But
I feel like the child is the representation of what Claire did to him. You know what I mean? Like, she had this kid that he could not have, and it's all up in his face.
And she left the business, which I think
Yeah.
really hurt him.
Right.
Her leaving
because
that
he
business
can
that
run
they
his
built.
own business. Oops.
Oops.
He said that a couple times.
See the woman.
Claire reminds me of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and no joke, when she throws shades at him. She was like, you make furniture. I made life.
I love Claire for that one. She said that to you.
Really? You like that?
I mean, it's not.
I loved it.
It's just because he tries to put so much on Claire for
Right.
no reason. Like, all of your disdainment for how your life is going, everything that's going on with you, you're trying to put the blame on everyone else instead of, hey, I made some mistakes. I made some mistakes in my marriage. I made some mistakes at the job. And everyone's sitting here telling him this, the guy he fired and everything, and he's putting this off on everyone else.
Don't we all do that?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's not taking responsibility.
I mean,
for
because
much.
once again, I think it's the third episode in a row I've kind of said this. I do find a little empathy for Nicholas.
Oh,
I'm
Aaron, what's up,
not
Aaron,
siding
girl?
with him, but I still feel like I can see why. Even though if I don't agree with it, I can see why he does some of the things that he does. It's because he feels slighted or hurt, abused.
Maybe
in
it's
some
No,
way.
I do feel that part. I
mean,
do
everybody's
feel
got their
something
reasons,
for him
you
too.
know?
Yeah, I do feel something.
This is
for
my
him,
face.
too.
Maybe it's a man thing.
No, I do feel it too, girl.
Don't sip your water. Okay, so since we're talking about Nicholas, I love that they took this shot right off of the whole scene with Kamura. So we're about to start talking about Kamura. After she's having to go with dealing with having to let go of employees and stuff like that, and that's when they went into Nicholas having to deal with the same thing. But how she had to deal with it, it was
Right.
much more of a burden to her.
Right.
Like she was like, I can't do this. Or even to the point like
she
this is
feels things.
exactly. It was a totally different. But I loved how in American Crime, God bless y'all, they went right from that
Yep,
scene to
yep.
that
They
just
make
to
all-
show you.
Yeah, so we do make connections. We do help you guys out a little
Yeah.
bit. You know what I mean?
A little bit. Because what JJ was talking about earlier, he was like, oh, I hope that they're going to show us American Crime. Come on now. They've left
I know,
us
they
hanging
do
the
leave us
last couple of
hanging,
seasons.
But I'm holding on to hope that they at least tell us what's happening.
I see
with
that word a
Gabriella.
lot on Twitter, like hope.
hope.
I hope that.
I
I
hope.
hope that she's not gonna die.
Otherwise, when Kirk comes in here next week, we got some questions.
I would love for American Crime to open it up one season and have the audience do like the last episode of like let them write and do like what we want to
Look.
see
Oh
because
my
that's what
God.
we keep wanting.
I'm
that.
gonna
We
put
keep
this out
wanting
there.
this and that.
Let's do an official ABC American Crime after show with a live audience. You got some hosts that you could use. I'm
That
just
would
saying,
be
let's-
so
Let's put that out there.
Always trying to
Let's get
plug.
on the social media
That
with the
would be
hashtags.
so dope.
We know you want to see that.
Hashtag.
All right.
You don't even know.
Shout
the
out to the
hashtag.
live chat, by
That
the way,
would
who's
be
keeping it
infinite.
lit right now.
Hey.
And a couple of them agree with me about
that
the whole
closer.
Nicholas thing too. I have to point out, as I'm the only man on the panel tonight.
Exactly.
With
Yeah.
the resentment that Nicholas feels with her leaving, and the marriage being a partnership, and it's not all on Nicholas. I don't want it to be all on Nicholas. Poor
No,
Nicholas.
we're not even saying that. I'm just saying there's a point, and I'm saying this for every character on the episode, that people need to start taking responsibility for the things that caused their life to derail. I was seeing a lot of things going on in the episodes, and it's like, oh well, this has happened, but this is your fault, instead of like with Raylynn and Janette.
Like Shay.
You know, like she knew this was going down. Like really, but
a lot of us
talk
do that
about
in life too, you know.
Exactly, and that's what I love about American Crime. Again, it's so true to life and true to what's going on right now. So we're talking about Kamura, and Kamura is going through the situation of her having to let go of employees because they don't have enough funding, which is something that goes on in nonprofits all the time. And I love how she said, and this almost had me tear up because you know where I'm coming from. She goes, the only problem is, no, she was talking to her friend, and he said the only problem is you care too much. When did that become an issue?
I always heard that as a teacher, you care too much.
Wow, when did that become a problem?
Right.
I guess when it's going to like the political side of the politics of it, the money and stuff like that, but
with
why?
the people,
or when you get to a point where it's like there's nothing, it's out of your control. There's nothing you can do. You know, there's some things. There's a point where you can caring as much won't change the result. That's what I'm trying to say. Like with this situation, there's nothing that she can do. So you kind of have to let things go.
I hate that she feels so defeated to the point that she's ultimately she's wanting to leave the position. Of course, she still wants to carry on her work and try to help out the best way she can. But as you saw, that she's leaving her position. She wants to get out now because it's too much. And I'm just like, this season is speaking to me volumes.
Right.
Volumes. It's just like it gets to a point where it's just so much. You want to be like the light in the world. Oh my, Claire is so. I don't know what's wrong with her. Why does she say that?
I know.
When I
she
first
just
saw
seemed like a
Gabriella, she
light.
looked like light. So I brought her into the household thinking she can make my marriage better.
Right.
No, honey.
I know.
No.
You got problems, girl.
But yeah, Kamura said a comment, and she was talking about, I feel like she was talking about our current governmental situation. But she was talking about she loved when people in charge would love their families and have morals.
Yes.
And that one statement spoke so
Everybody
much
thought
to
they
me.
were talking about whoever's in charge now. Twitter thought
But
that.
what was that one statement she made though about I don't remember the exact wording, but it was something about being rewarded for doing the wrong thing.
Doing the wrong things. That too.
But that's what we're seeing. It's kind of seeming like in our society right now, people are being rewarded for living, not a not so good life, and that's making people who are trying to live the straight and narrow and trying to live on the right path, because who knows what that is.
Right.
That's open up to
That's
interpretation.
another conversation.
Yeah. But it's so unfortunate to me, because she's a bleeding heart to me throughout this whole season, that she feels that way. Like at this point, it's just like I can't do anything right, and the only right thing to do is wrong.
Yeah. But that wrong might do something right later, though. That's the thing. That's what's scary.
It's a conundrum. Like, what do you do?
What do you do?
I think I kind of alluded to this last week, is that sometimes you might have to go
It's like Robin Hood.
I get that.
off the path a little bit to get to get the right thing done. Like with the situation between Kamura and what's her name? Was it Abby?
Abby.
When she was asking her to do that, write extra notes and kind of falsify documents,
She did.
Abby had the end goal in mind of getting, the right thing done. But sometimes the method has to, you got to adapt to this world, I think, sometimes. And you can't always, being right sometimes doesn't always win.
Erica's like,
No, I totally, no, I'm not negating anything you're saying. I totally hear what you're saying. I get it, but it's unfortunate to me.
It is unfortunate.
Because you grow up and, so our parents are from like the 50s and stuff, and that's what was ingrained
Morals
into
and
them.
values,
That's what they've tried to ingrain
standards.
into us, and now it's like, oh no, you don't need all that to get through in life. You don't need your morals.
Right.
Get rid of that. You don't need that. Put that to the side. So do this, and you can get here. If you stay on it, and I don't.
Just don't hurt anybody though. I'm just saying.
See, I care with JJ. I care. He got his fresh kicks on. He like, I'm good. As long as I got my fresh kicks.
as long as it's legal.
I can't with you. So yeah. So Kamura, bless her heart.
You know what I like about the Kamura thing? After she was like, "No, I'm done. I'm not doing this," and she's like, "So how old are you?" Like the same scene from
She
before
goes
when
right
she
back
had like the care.
at the beginning.
So at the beginning she had that same scene, but it was like she was all into it. Now she was like, "Okay, whatever. all right, well, are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
The same thing's gonna happen. You don't want to talk to me. I get it. You know what I mean? It was like.
But deep down,
totally
that's what
Yeah.
she wants. She wants that to be able to help.
And
yeah, she does.
I wonder if Dustin, that's his name, right?
Dustin.
If he asked for
Kirk.
Kamura.
That's his real name. So
If he,
just a
the
little shout out,
actor.
the actor.
Okay.
Kirk.
All the actors are killing it on there.
They
So
are.
shout out to all the actors on American Crime. But Dustin, I wonder if he actually requested Kamura, because the DA calling Kamura specifically and almost like begging her to come back just for this one case. It could lead up to finding out what happened to Shay, and I'm sure Kamura wants to know.
Maybe he asked for her, or
incident,
maybe
yeah.
How would he know?
how would he know, right? Or maybe
Because he
like
saw Kamura around. I don't know. I'm just saying it could have been a possibility. I'm just wondering why she was so intent on having Kamura come back for this one case. When
because
she
it's
wants it. And
because
she's
it's
good.
Kamura.
It's
Kamura.
Kamura.
We work with kids and all of that. That one teacher, that one
Yeah.
social worker who's always gonna come out at 1:00 in the morning and help people out.
Yeah.
That's who you're gonna call, because everybody else is gonna be like, Psh, I clocked out.
I'm done. Yeah. I
You
got
know?
off
Right,
at 10.
right.
It's 10:05.
So
Right.
the DA knows
Do
the only
not
person who's gonna
call
do it is
It's
Kamura.
Kamura. She's
Don't
the only
call
person
me
who can do it.
anymore.
Totally.
That's
Right.
me too.
Totally. I think that's why.
Honestly, I just need to see some happy endings. At the end of the day,
I mean,
for
with the first
Kamura-
storyline, we saw some justice, right? With everybody who got shot and deserved it. Basically.
JJ, I can't talk to you anymore.
That's a happy ending.
I can't talk to you.
The bad guys
anymore.
lost.
No. I need some for Gabriella's character. How do you?
So
wake
what
up
would
in
you
a-
want for Gabrielle?
I want her story to come out. I want someone with understanding, someone who understands what she's saying. Because honestly, when I was watching that scene, it made me think, and you work with people with developmental disabilities, and I work with people who can't communicate. And
can
to see
advocate
how
for themselves.
frightening that is,
Yeah.
and I love how they took away the subtitles so we can actually feel. When
Mm-hmm.
I could almost feel it through your acting, amazing acting, and just not being able to convey words that you wanted to say, but you know what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't even understand as police officers, they didn't recognize that in
Right.
training.
Where was the training?
Like,
Right.
this is honestly, you could see that this woman, there was something fearful going on, but I'm hoping maybe Nikki might, be able
Talk
to
a
help.
little bit.
I'm just, now that he knows a little French and he can kind of help Gabrielle, that's what I really want to see. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out. There's one more episode.
I mean, now Nick is out of the equation now because Gabrielle's in the care of this psychiatric ward.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nikki would come back into play.
Have you not been watching American Crime? Nobody's out of play.
You never know what's gonna happen.
You tell me how
Shay's
Nikki is gonna come
storyline is
back.
still going on. No one is out of play in American Crime. What are you talking about? I'm just saying, I want to see some type of.
I cannot wait for you guys to see 308.
I
Oh my
can't
God.
wait.
Yeah.
Julie Hebert wrote it. She's one of the producers. She's so freaking smart. Like, that episode is on fire too in another way.
Is it? Does it have conclusions, resolutions?
It's on fire too in another
She's
way.
not gonna have to. She's not gonna tell you that because we're all waiting for. We're on the edge of our seats waiting for some conclusions.
I don't
for
think
these
it-
And
I
the
don't think it's that blue
director
kettle
of
now.
308, Jessica
Is who?
Yu. Oh my God, she's insanely amazing. Like,
I can't wait to see it. I mean, because this episode had me already captivated. I'm seriously, I'm this close to my computer watching it because I don't get to watch it on Sundays. JJ always be tweeting. Stop tweeting until the
Don't
rest
follow
of
me
us
if you
catch
don't want to
up.
know.
But I'm just literally, I'm on the edge of my chair. I'm like, come on, tell us who's been abusing you. What's
I get
going on?
my friends are texting me like, so tell me, you can tell me,
Just-
right?
yeah,
I'm your
I'll be
friend, right?
girl.
You tell me. Who's doing that to you, girl?
I'm here.
I'm like, I can't tell.
But yeah, we're going to finish up with your character at the end. But let's talk about Janette real quick.
Oh my God, Janette.
Oh, I know. That's what Janette's
What do you
character
guys
makes
feel?
me
I
wanna
can't
do.
wait to hear.
About Janette.
Where you guys at?
What I'm feeling
like
about
blah
Janette.
with Janette.
Yeah, they keep foreshadowing her just trying to look for her purpose in life. And I'm hoping, this is just my hopes, I'm hoping these children possibly become her purpose. I don't know what her sister Aylin was thinking. You were going so hard saying everything you do are for these children. Well, going out and getting high every night, that's not for the kids. I get it. Life is hard.
Yeah.
And people are doing whatever they can just to get by, but I mean, once you have kids, it's not a me factor. It's not, oh, what I can do to make myself happy. It's a them factor. It's
Right.
them. What can I do to make their lives better? What can I do in my mind?
But that doesn't happen. That's not a switch that just happens to where you automatically just like, okay, I'm on the straight and narrow. Like, they're still, like, kids doesn't change anything really for you and your actions. It probably complicates it more, so where you want to go out and act out in ways that, like taking drugs, having these responsibilities.
I just, Gabriella. I mean,
Gabriella. No,
what
I
do you-
don't. I really don't think that kids are a solution to anything,
No,
and a lot of people don't realize what it's really like to be a parent. And I was a nanny for 7 years. I know I'm not. I wasn't a parent.
You don't have any children, though.
No,
Okay.
that's the reason. That was the best contraceptive method ever. Sydney and Darren, if you're watching, the little girls I was a nanny for, I love you guys. But listen, when I realized how much work and how much mental, like, you know, a time it takes, and like the emotional term, they were not even mine. I kept worrying about them. So that was like the best contraceptive method ever, to have children. But people who like, what I'm saying is like, maybe people like Janette, you know, you're a woman, people expect you to have a kid because you're a woman, and we just do it because we're a woman, and then you realize what's happening.
I
you
wouldn't
know?
say. I mean, I'm one of those people who like really want kids, so I
Right.
wouldn't say like you just do it because I like.
But a
love
lot of
babies.
people, like, do you really want to, or did society train you
No,
to
I
want
really
to, condition
want, like,
you
a
to
family.
want to?
I really
Okay.
want a family. When I see little families, I'm like, oh, I already.
I feel like that too, girl.
Live chat, hit her up.
I feel like that too, but then it's
DMs.
24/7 for the rest of
Don't
your
do it.
life. That's a lot.
I agree, Aaron. A drug addiction is powerful, but
More than you
I
can
would think your
imagine.
love for your children is powerful too. We're talking to the people on the live chat. Please hit us up on the live chat. We're having a discussion on there, and it's compelling.
I'm with Aaron.
Haven't-
A drug addiction is more powerful than we can imagine. It's not like, oh, hey, I have kids. I'm done with drugs.
Yeah.
Some people might do that. They might have the capacity to do that, but then that's not everybody.
Yeah, that's not everybody.
I love how, like, David, you said it exactly, David Baldwin, having a child would not solve anything. And we have both of these storylines with Raylan's character and Claire's character, where Claire, had a child and thought that would fix the marriage. That would fix what her idea of what having a family would be like. And obviously that's
And
not
then
true 'cause
Kamura really wants
And then
one.
someone really wants one.
I love how they're tying it all
I
together.
know.
And
Yeah.
you're seeing it.
That's what, Steve was saying last week. Like, John Ridley's brain is insane. It's more than we think. Like, the more you watch American Crime, the more you find
Movies.
connections, and
Yeah.
the more you think. That's why I love this show.
Yeah.
And I just wish more people would watch it. But, like, when you're used to formulas in TV shows, you don't want to think really. You just want
Right.
to be like,
You
entertain
can almost
me.
predict.
Yeah,
what's gonna
right,
happen,
right,
but
right.
with this,
Exactly. With this, we can have conversations for hours and hours on end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was the conversation between Nicholas and Claire about this child though? Like, what was the because obviously he doesn't want the kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Where was that conversation as a married couple to determine if this is something they really wanted to do?
Oh, before they had the
Oh.
child.
Before they had the
The
child.
communication, obviously.
I think
Yeah.
when I look at this type of couple, it was probably just something that they were gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
They're a well-to-do couple. We're doing well. Oh, let's have a kid. Let's have a little, Nikki running around like the what do you call it? The
little
the,
Nikki.
The people who
That's-
take over when the kid takes over. What do you call that? Like the not the descendant, but like the heir.
Oh, the heir.
Oh.
How-
We were like, what? Charades, 2 words.
How do you say the heir?
The
Yeah,
Right.
heir.
So they wanted an heir,
Yeah.
and he didn't really think about it, but then he can have one. So then she started going crazy and really trying to make one. I think it wasn't like, oh, let's have a child. I love you so much. I don't see Claire and Nicholas doing that.
Yeah, and then he's
Not
like,
out of love.
exactly. I just thought it was so. Claire said it was cold, but I thought it was hateful the way he was like, "We're done."
Yeah.
And you can have. I'm gonna take the money. You have the kid, as he always. That's what he calls Nikki, the kid. She was like,
kid.
say his name,
Nikki
Right.
the kid.
the kid.
Right. I was so shocked because
The
I don't
kid.
read anybody else's stories. When I saw that, I was like, what? Like, I'm done. He's so cold.
Well, he was really cold when he talked about her mother. I guess she was gonna say her
Yeah,
mother
get
died.
over it.
He's like, that was 5 years ago. Get over
Yeah,
it.
get over it.
I would have loved to seen a backstory to Nicholas's character to see, beyond just it has. I would think that it would have to be more than just the company failing that's made him so just hateful. I mean, they never like said anything about his family or anything if he even had both his parents still alive, because that definitely can affect
Can
someone.
you imagine if we had 20 episodes?
I was gonna say
of
ABC.
American-
We
Why?
need longer
Oh my
seasons.
God.
ABC, longer seasons.
I mean,
Stretch it
at
out.
least 12,
At least
Stretch it
12,
out.
yeah.
16.
I think even Steve talked about that. There's only 8 episodes to get all this
Right,
out. You know,
exactly.
you can't do much.
And
you can do a lot, but we want more.
I don't know if you know, and I would love to talk to Kirk, and I would have loved to have asked Steve. Is there a reason why they only keep it to such limited episodes? So few of them.
I don't know.
just to keep
It's a
us
popular
all
series.
mouth watering and just keep us on just waiting for it another year until we get it again.
I don't know.
No, tell us.
I don't know.
Give us the answer.
We give you the 3rd degree. You know what's gonna happen when you come here.
I don't know, Kirk. Come here.
We're gonna have Kirk next week.
Yeah.
I mean, we pretty much talked about everybody. Janette's character is just like kind of still trying to figure it out. You saw she was taking the assessments and stuff. She needs to assess her life and get it together.
Look,
but
she had 24 years to figure out her purpose. That's what I think. 24 years. What was she doing that 24 years?
She was taking care of her husband.
please stop acting like, because you
Don't
said
do
this
that.
before
Take care of her
negating
husband.
being
Do
a
not
Why is
housewife.
she-
Please don't try to
couldn't
act like.
she couldn't do anything else in that 24 years?
Well, she was just caught up in this whole Hesby family thing and being the Hesby wife. It happens.
That's what happens.
It happens.
I love what she said because it made me feel like she's having a realization. She said the hardest thing is trying to figure it out at this
This reality for so many women.
Exactly. I don't think men understand how it really is different being a woman and trying to figure things out. Like if I don't have kids at a certain age, if I don't have this and that at a certain age, you know, I'm not gonna always have my looks. So if I don't have a husband, you know, there's so much more.
There's
I feel
so
like
much.
we worry about.
My friend and I, we were having tea and we just started talking about stuff like freezing eggs. Did y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying?
It's
Oh my
a
gosh,
reality
my
for you
friend,
guys,
I
for
was
sure.
like, how many years? I was like,
Girl,
I need to
I'm
start.
like, let's go freeze some eggs, you know?
I'm adding it up. I'm like,
Right.
like, but Janet just had one at 40.
That's what I was thinking. 50-50.
I was like, maybe.
right?
I know. I was like, 50.
I was like,
maybe.
huh.
I'm like, she rich though. I don't have to
Right.
get some money.
That's what we
This
think. This is what we
all the
go
time,
through.
JJ.
I know.
This is what we
It
go
sounds
through.
rough. It sounds really hard.
It's crazy.
I don't envy you at all.
It's
I
crazy.
appreciate you. I just don't envy you.
And then, like Kamura, you add on the career.
Yeah.
You add on trying to like find your place in the world. Like Janette, you add on all this other stuff, and it's over.
It's a lot.
Well, maybe.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
No, I get it.
I want
I
you
get
to
it.
feel it.
And you know, and when like right now in our world, you're seeing a lot of talk about women getting
I want to answer that
treated
question later.
equally. You know, getting treated equally in many areas. And I'm really coming to find out, like, as a man, you know, there's things that I don't have to worry about that women have to worry about.
Right.
You know,
right.
there's things that that doesn't even cross my mind that you have to worry about every day. And it's like,
Right.
as I'm seeing these political movements, these social movements surrounding women and women's rights, I have like more and more appreciation for what you know you have to
thank
go
you.
through as
Well,
women. It's
thank
like,
you.
wow.
Thank
You're
you.
just now finding that appreciation.
Yeah, you know, it's like, because I've been in a way, I've been in the majority as a man. I've been in the majority, so you don't really think about the minorities.
Yeah,
so
no,
much,
I think
you
it's
know?
good that you guys are starting to think about it. It's a lot. We can answer the why
Yeah, that's
did
an
Gabrielle
interesting question.
why did Gabrielle finally spoke Haitian Creole? I think she was breaking out of the house. You know, she speaks French with Claire because Claire speaks French, and it's almost like the prison with her and Claire is the French. And when she's like breaking out of it, you know, that the Haitian came back, like, let me protect this little boy, like her little boy.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what I
because she
felt,
would
yeah.
speak
That's a good
Creole. She
question.
would speak Creole to her little boy.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, like saving that little boy is almost like saving you know, her son or something, and just the Creole came out. And when you're in a rush, like me, when I'm tired, when I'm stressed out, when I'm in a rush, French comes out. You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
my
No, I get you.
it's
Ghetto comes out
natural.
whenever.
Right.
I'm like, man, you
You
don't
know?
want to see me fool. Like,
Sometimes
she's
it's
like, no,
just-
it's not the same.
it is. I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's Texas. It comes in and out.
so I guess, you know, in that situation of like, you know, panic or whatever, like the Haitian came out.
That's an interesting question.
Haitian
though,
Creole. Yeah, that's a
Julian.
good
How do you know
question.
that, Linda? Linda
She's
Julian.
not gonna be able. You can't hear.
How do
me.
I know her?
No. How does
No,
she know that?
hopefully she responds to.
Yes,
the
clap for
question.
JJ's growth, Aaron. Yes, we are gonna clap for that and pray
Yeah.
more for more
I need a
of it.
certificate.
That's for Aaron.
But you know what I love about our society? When we don't understand something, they're crazy. Let's just throw them in a psychiatric ward.
yes,
We don't understand
yes.
what she's saying, and she's irate. Let's just
Yeah.
put her in a psychiatric ward, and that's gonna fix all the
Yeah.
problems.
I was talking about that in an interview. Like, I saw a video going on the internet, and it's at a store, and there's this woman yelling at this couple, and from what I understand, the guy kissed his girlfriend on the forehead, and the woman was like, you know, that's horrible, and she was really cursing at them, and they were being calm but in a very condescending way, and so it was antagonizing to her, and she kept going crazy, you know, while crazy. So, and everybody on the internet is on the couple's side, but I'm like, why are we so fast to calling people crazy? Because we don't understand what's going on.
understand.
What's
And I'm
going
like,
on in the
watching the
situation.
video, I'm like, there's something going on with her.
Honestly, yeah.
She's probably not just a crazy person, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny you say that.
I think the same way. Like, people are so quick to call homeless people that they see on the street screaming at themselves and stuff, and they don't even recognize that some of these people actually do have some type of disability or mental situation that's
mental
real,
illness,
real, not oh, this girl is crazy because she blowing up my phone.
Right.
Now guys be trying to quit call a female crazy. oh, she was Facebook stalking. Everybody do that. Everybody
crazy has
Google.
different meanings depending on the context.
But I'm saying, like, we're real quick to put that label on something that we
Yes.
don't understand or on a person. We're real quick in our society to label. And I thought that was really unfortunate what happened to your character, that they just threw her in a psych ward because literally didn't even try to
It was
let's get a
the language
translator
thing. Yeah.
out.
Right.
Where was the French translator?
Thank you. Hey, this woman's speaking another language. Let's get someone in here that can understand.
Who can understand?
I don't even understand that. Where's the training? I don't know. I'm sorry. I was mad.
For a second,
I was on your side.
I thought you were about to catch a police beat down there for a second. Did anybody else think that?
You know,
Chat?
somebody.
I tweeted you, right?
Did you?
About the Pepsi. I was like, just
Oh
get
yeah,
the
the
cop a
Pepsi. Yeah.
Everything will be all right.
Somebody tweeted
I was
like,
go back in.
like even like they will put any black person, no matter if you're American or not, in the back of the car real quick, you know. So you're black, because you know, like being in America, I have to admit, some African Americans tell me that I'm not as black as them. You know what I mean? But when you're black, you're black. The cops are gonna be like, "Hey, you're French black? Oh, you good, girl?
Oh,
You good? You good? You good?
You speak proper English, so you act.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But I'm
that
black.
too. I'm black too.
Let me step out of line. I will get my buzzy. So,
Right.
and you be on my side then. They haven't learned.
The
So
waitress didn't have to do all that for $5.
no, seriously, guys, we're loving this live chat. If you're listening right now, jump on the live chat and chat with us.
For real.
We're about to wrap it up with predictions, but we're loving everything y'all saying. Who's Dino? Shout out to the
Yes,
police.
Gabby speak a little English.
Exactly what we were saying with
Slightly.
the police drama.
She doesn't really. She doesn't really. She just heard word here and there, words here.
I would have loved if you
Aaron.
picked up a little English while you were in the house.
I
just
know,
so
right?
you
And
could
told the
have, like,
po she got my passport.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, so you can communicate a little bit of what was going on, but exactly what everyone was saying. Because I was thinking, because American Crime is so relevant with the material that they write, I thought that it was going to be a situation that they were going to show a little bit of police brutality, because it doesn't only happen to black men. It happens to women too.
as well. Yeah,
Right.
No one is.
right.
gotta
I
be
hate
black.
to say it.
You just gotta be black.
Be black. It's only qualification.
I'm the straight and narrow, and I still. So let's get two predictions
do it.
before I just go off the rail
Oh my
with it.
God.
Woo.
No
I'm gonna do the
prediction
prediction
music in there,
music.
Neil? Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you.
I was gonna do it. Did you hear me? I'm gonna let our guest go first.
Prediction of
What you gonna predict? She knows what happens.
You can't do prediction.
wait, no, I could do prediction. Oh no, because I saw the whole thing.
But how about the other storylines? Because you don't know.
Oh
those.
yeah.
No,
You
but
can do-
but I saw the whole season already.
You've seen the whole season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, tell us something you would
Wish
to
that I
happen to
would
her.
want to Gabrielle. Oh, or to any character. Okay. I would love for Janette to get a divorce for real, and
Not have that option to keep. You know.
yeah, to really get a divorce and get like a good lawyer somehow, so she could get some bad alimony,
Oh,
and then go to school, whatever, do what she wants.
yeah. Take care of the kids, because now she's gonna have
Oh,
that.
that
I
too,
feel like
yeah,
she's gonna
yeah,
have that
yeah.
responsibility now.
We didn't talk about the other Hesby brother. That was just a small little scene, but we didn't talk about the fact that he's going to jail.
Carson.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
Carson's going.
Oh,
to jail.
Tim
going to
DeCay.
jail.
Carson's going to jail. Prediction.
My prediction, I predict it's not the blue kettle. It's not that.
Okay.
And I predict that we will get a resolution to the whole Gabby and the scars thing to see what
Okay.
that is.
You just took my. I was gonna predict
What?
that it is Nicholas
That's beating
is
her.
abusing.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the same
Gabrielle
page. There's gonna be a
Lewinsky.
resolution.
Exactly.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's Nicholas, but I think we'll find out.
But we keep on talking about a resolution. You know, American Crime, how they've been doing us the last seasons. They just been leaving us just hanging. I'm like,
Right, they do that.
Yeah.
But because it's live, you know, when is the resolution ever?
But you know what was funny? The first season, I didn't know that it was an anthology.
Uh-huh.
So we're, it's like, okay, we'll find out next season. Next season comes on, I'm like, what is
Why
this?
are these people different?
That's amazing.
Did they try to just
Different names.
like they did the the mom on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They trying to switch the character.
That's
How y'all trying to do
amazing.
that?
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're gonna have an amazing, incredible show next week. It's the season finale. It's
gonna be packed in here.
Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna be. It's gonna be a little party. So join us in the live chat.
Definitely.
I'm Erica Jaye Green. You can find me on all social media, Erica Jaye Green.
Live chat, you are keeping it lit. Shout out to you guys. You can find me, Joshua Johnson, all over social media at JJ the Talented. And be sure you guys comment your predictions too underneath the video and let us know what you guys think is going to come up this next week.
And I'm Mickaëlle X. Bizet. You can find me on Instagram at the French Black Girl.
Yes, Emmy nomination.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Thank you,
Campaign.
Academy.
Everybody, hashtag Mickaëlle Emmy nomination American Crime. Done.
Yes.
We're doing a campaign. We're starting it here on AfterBuzz.
Oh my God. Thank you.
And our ABC after show too.
I know,
Just saying,
right?
put that
Bye,
out
everyone
there.
in live chat. Linda,
Bye.
Aaron,
Thanks,
Aaron, we're gonna
Y'all
bring.
hang
I'm
out.
gonna take you
Guys.
here next week, Aaron. You coming, girl?
We need to get you guys in the studio or call in. We can do that.
Oh, yeah, we
Oh,
can have
yes.
some call-ins.
Call in.
I love y'all.
Yay!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.